Over the past 9 months, I've had the opportunity to travel to various places in the US and Canada. While visiting these locations, I had the opportunity to record many of the TV transmitter sites in these regions. I uploaded these as YouTube shorts on YouTube and as Instagram Reels on WNYA Over the Air's Instagram account. This video is going to be a compilation of these short form videos, and we'll call this Volume 1. I'm right outside of Hamilton, Ontario. This is the transmitter site that has CHCH and CITS. We get really good reception of this in Western New York. This tower is filled with a bunch of other equipment at the bottom. There's some cell equipment, some cell antennas, and then they've got their major broadcast equipment up at the top there. And this is a pretty neat area. There's residential areas not too far away from here. And it's kind of just in the middle of this field next to a whole bunch of housing and condos and a park. So it's super neat to see this in person. I'm in Ellicottville, New York. This is a popular ski town in Western New York. And this is the broadcast site of WBLD. This station is owned by Digital Networks, which owns a bunch of low power TV stations all across the United States. This station's coverage is really bad. The hilly and mountainous terrain of this ski town really destroys the signal literally less than a mile from the transmitter. Now, unfortunately, this station right now is not on the air, and they haven't mentioned this to the FCC. Digital Networks for the last couple years now has been wanting to move this station out of Ellicottville in order to cover as many people as possible. Currently, they're covering about 70,000 people. By moving their station and increasing the power, they'd be covering 1.1 million people. The problem is one of the Omni stations from Toronto is also on RF channel 30. This is why their application to move is stuck on pending. I'm currently in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is the ATSC 3.0 broadcast site of WSTR. So this is Sinclair's ATSC 3.0 station here in Cincinnati. This is a very neat broadcast tower. There's no guy wires, and it was built with these 3 legs at the bottom, which is super neat engineering. I'm in Covington, Kentucky, right across the border from Cincinnati, Ohio. This is the broadcast site of WCVN. This station is owned by the Kentucky Authority for Educational TV, and this just became an ATSC 3.0 broadcast about a month ago. Luckily, PBS stations across the country aren't encrypting their broadcasts with DRM, so I was able to test out all of the channels without any issue. I'm currently in Boston, Massachusetts. This is the broadcast site of WWOLD. So currently at the top of this building, WWOLD is still broadcasting an ATSC 1.0 signal, but very soon they're going to be starting to broadcast America's first 5G broadcast. If you don't know what 5G broadcast is, basically, it's the cellular industry's equivalent to ATSC 3.0, and is actually less efficient at sending data compared to ATSC 3.0. I'm currently right outside of Miami, Florida. This is the broadcast site of WPLG and WSVN. WPLG is transitioning to ATSC 3.0 on December 4th at 10 a.m. The ATSC 1.0 programs that are currently on the ATSC 1.0 broadcast of WPLG are just going to be transitioned over to WSVN. I'm in Miami, Florida. This is the broadcast site of WPBT. This is the host station of a channel share with WURH and WXEL-TV. This site also has WPXM-TV, the Ion station here in Miami. This site, of course, is right behind the site of the station that's going to be transitioning on December 4th at 10 a.m. WPLG, and WSVN is also on this site as well. And there's some other ones like that's WEYSLD, the Franken FM. And then over here is another broadcast site. This has WFOR along with others. I'm currently right outside of Miami, Florida. This is the broadcast site of WEYSLD. WEYSLD is a Franken FM here in Miami, Florida. Using ATSC 3.0 on 5.5 out of the 6 megahertz and an FM radio signal on 87.75 megahertz. This is one big tower farm. There's a lot of stations here. I'm in the town of Pelham, Ontario, Canada, in the community of Fonthill. This is the broadcast site of CKVRDT, a Bell-owned and operated CTV2 rebroadcaster station of CKVRDT in Barrie, Ontario. Unfortunately, a few months ago in the summertime, a big storm came through and did some damage to the site here, which has greatly reduced its ability to transmit. Even though I live in the United States, this CTV2 station is closer to me than my CBS and ABC affiliates. I'm currently right outside of Albany, New York. This is the broadcast site of WCWN, Albany's ATSC 3.0 lighthouse. This site also has WRGB, which is Albany's CBS affiliate, WXXA, Albany's Fox affiliate, along with a few others. This tower site is packed with stations. I'm just outside of Syracuse, New York. This is the broadcast site of WBLD. This is a Franken FM, ATSC 3.0, and FM radio station. They have FM6 operations on 87.7, and they have an ATSC 3.0 signal on the remaining 5.5 out of the 6 megahertz on RF channel 6. I am currently picking up WVOA-LD using my HD home run. As you can see, I'm getting it in at negative 33 decibel milliwatts and a very good SNR. This is all they're broadcasting. They're literally just broadcasting a test signal. I'm just outside of Fort Myers, Florida. This is the broadcast site of WINK-TV, the CBS affiliate in Fort Myers, WXCW, the CW affiliate in Fort Myers, and WLZE-LD, the Univision affiliate here in Fort Myers. All 3 of these stations are owned by Sun Broadcasting, and all 3 of these stations operate on the UHF band. Now, in September of 2022, this area was wrecked by Hurricane Ian, and it was stations like these that were able to serve the public when cellular equipment went down. And even these broadcast stations had trouble, but these were the last resort options for anybody to get communications. I'm currently right outside Jacksonville, Florida. This is the broadcast site of WJAXTV, Jacksonville's CBS affiliate, WFOX-TV, Jacksonville's Fox affiliate, and WJCT, their PBS station here in Jacksonville. Now, this area does not have an ATSC 3.0 broadcast, so right now they are one of the few markets that are behind on ATSC 3.0 deployments. I'm right outside of Miami, Florida, in a rural part of Miami-Dade County. This is the broadcast site of WJNCD and WHMR-LD. All right, I'm back at the apartment. Now, I'm able to receive WJANCD, as you can see here, perfectly fine, but I'm unable to receive WHMR-LD because W16CCD is also on the air on RF channel 16. If you like this video, consider subscribing and liking the video. Follow Western New York Over the Air on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at WNYA Over the Air. Like Western New York Over the Air on Facebook at facebook.com/WNYA Over the Air. Support the channel on Patreon at patreon.com/WNYA Over the Air. And check out WNYAovertheair.com for live band scans, cord cutting tips, and much more.